Yes, and welcome all you wonderful weed heads to another brand new edition of Weed on Wrestling. You notice no intro this time, so you know what that means. I'm recording right here from inside my car, outside the hotel, smoking a little bit, trying not to get caught, shit like that. And you know, here on Weed on Wrestling, we get stoned, talk about all the finer points of WWE. Yesterday was Tuesday. You know what that means. It's all about at Smackdown Live. I'm going to take a hit from that and jump right into things and start blabbering on about the Smackdown after WrestleMania. So many replays of WrestleMania. And here's my question. Why is it that Smackdown Live gets to show small video clips, moving, motion, things like that? Don't show the pins or the action, but they do show moving parts of it. But yet Raw is delegated to only show pictures. Both SmackDown and Raw aired on the same network. So one can show pictures, the other one can show videos. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why are the different rules for each other? How? Why? What the fuck? And then once things start going, we find out no more Mauro Ranallo. Mauro Watch 2017 continues. It's a sad day. Randy Orton kicks off the actual show. And one thing is apparent from the get-go. One fucking thing is really, really relevant. It makes itself prevalent throughout the entire fucking show. That crowd was insane. They were still on fucking point from last night and the night before and the NXT and all that. So the weekend for Raw in Orlando, or for WWE in Orlando, was good for a crowd's perspective because holy shit, they were loud, they were feeling it, they were a good crowd. Orton was all pumped up, stumbling over his words like he usually does. And enter Bray Wyatt on yet another video package. I like Orton, don't get me wrong. I like Orton probably more than most. But, and there's a huge but here, I don't get why they had Bray Wyatt drop the belt so quickly. If they're setting up a feud to get Orton a couple more belts to tie Cena, I get it. That I understand. That makes sense. But for just to do it for doing its sake, that doesn't make sense. The man is a literal genius on the microphone. He has an amazing persona. His in-ring ability is technical and good. He's got a lot of talent. He's one of those superstars that could go a long way if they just give him the right kind of push. He's doing the best work he does on the screen, though, and not in the ring, because once the light goes out and Bray Wyatt standing behind Orton, kind of attacking him and shit, you knew it was going to happen. That was a little choreographed, even for my taste, and I like the choreography of wrestling and shit like that when it's predictable. I like that, but this is a little bit too much predictable, because the fighting starts, and Eric Rowan, in his triumphant return, attacks Bray Wyatt. And attacks Randy Orton and helping Bray Wyatt out. That's what I meant to say, part of the Wyatt family and all that. And then things get a little confusing. Because who comes to save the day and help Randy Orton? Look at Luke Harper. Why? Didn't Randy Orton and Luke Harper just get through feuding and fighting and all that other crap over Bray Wyatt and being in the family and all that shit? Didn't they just get through with having arguments with each other? Now he's coming to help out? Okay. So now we get a House of Horrors match between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. We get that to look forward to. Okay, I guess. It's one of those things where it could go either way. It could be incredibly stupid like the Wyatt compound was against the New Day. Or it could actually be good. It could actually be entertaining. Think like I have no idea what to compare it to. The deletion? The final deletion? Can we compare it to that? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, House of Horrors match to look forward to. Plus, how the WWE is, so we get to look forward to this. We're going to have like 12 tag team matchups to look forward to with this shit leading up to the title match. So, we have that going for us. I'm not going to say whether it's a positive or a negative, but, you know as good as I do how the WWE is. Once they find a storyline that they think we like, they're just going to run it into the ground. And that I can see that happening here. Moving on with the show, Alexa Bliss invokes her rematch clause versus Naomi. Alright, this figures. This is one of those things where you kind of expected it. The match sucked, and I blame Naomi. She may be a 10-plus year veteran. She may be married to the Uso. She may be this and she may be all that, but in my mind, she's not. Just because she's been there and is a veteran doesn't mean she deserves the title push. She sucks, and not in the enjoyable kind of way. She just sucks in the bad kind of way. Sometimes new is better than seasoned, and this is just one of those cases. Even at the end of the match, she bore Alexa Bliss into submission, and Naomi retains her title in a fucking horseshit throwaway booking. Made no sense whatsoever. But it is what it is, so. A good spot of that is at least the Women's Championship on Smackdown isn't like the Women's Championship on Raw where they were playing hot potato for like 3 months straight. So, we got that going for us at least. Right after that, we get the Kurt Hawkins little segment where he challenging anyone in the back and he'll give them 10 seconds. Yeah. Kurt Hawkins used like the tool that he is to introduce motherfucking Ty Dillinger. A perfect fucking 10. A huge reaction. It was a great reaction from the crowd. Deserved reaction from the crowd. This guy's ready. He's primed. He's ready to go on the main roster. Good for Ty Dillinger. Good on him. He was ready for the call-up. It was a decent match. It was quick, but to be expected. We actually expected this because Dillinger, he looked good. Dillinger wins in his main roster debut. Boy, did that crowd fucking respond. That crowd came to life. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, it was good. And then it was the complete other side of the spectrum. Because right after that, we get a backstage segment with Mojo motherfucking Rawley. Sucking out all the charisma out of the room. Motherfucking Mojo Rawley. Being shitty at everything in life. Motherfucking Mojo Rawley. Yep, Mojo Rawley in a backstage interview. So yeah, this gets my botch of the night. Entire segment. It sucked. From them referencing Gronk to him saying he hasn't slept and he wishes Andre was around. It was just fucking pointless. It was an entirely stupid fucking segment. And that and between all of his stupid fucking hyping talk and all that horse shit, the worst part of it is every time that he would reference the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, Memorial Battle Royale, or even mention Andre the Giant, he would point at the statue. Every time he'd point at the statue, he'd point to Andre the Giant's dick. Even one time he went so far as to touch Andre the Giant's dick. For no reason. As I'm hacking up a lung on you, I apologize. Trying to get my smoke on, but it's hard to do here in a parking lot while I'm talking to you guys. So I'm just going to keep plowing through shit. Let's make this one a quick one. What do you say? So yeah, that gets my botch of the night. Is the motherfucker actually put his finger on the trophy version's penis. I hate Mojo Rawley anyway, so any day that I can shit on Rawley is a good day to me. And I like that. I like shitting on Rawley. I just don't like him in the ring. I think his in-ring ability is better than his fucking persona. Stay hype bullshit. He's better than that. He's not fucking Ultimate Warrior no matter how much you try to hype him to be. Right after that, it may have been my favorite segment of the night. Up until this point, it was my favorite segment of the night, but what followed it was goosebump enticing. But let's talk about this first. Miz and Maurice dressed up as John Cena and Nikki Bella. And they were actually pretty convincing. And holy hell, was this shit entertaining. From the video clips to like the full intimidation of how they live now, it was just solid gold. Oh man, I liked it. The Miz really is getting over. He's kind of taken a Kurt Angle approach. Hated for a while, and then eventually he shows his comedic side. Dude has comedic chops. I'll give him that. He's funny as fuck. He's getting over the I'm John Cena, recognize. I'm John Cena, recognize. I like that part. Who would have thought just a year ago, like within the last, we'll go even 6 months, 3 months even, The Miz would go from I hate everything about him to now he's one of my favorite spots on the night. He has some of the best work that he's done maybe ever. His humor has came so fucking far. That's what gets me, his fucking humor. Right after that, cue the goosebumps, cue the sentimental shit. Motherfucking Shinsuke Nakamura to the main roster. Cue the violins. That was fucking genius. I don't really know if he meant to interrupt the Miz like that. Maybe it's setting up a Miz Nakamura feud later, the strong style versus the conservative style. I could get behind that after Cena gets done, burying Miz, but who knows? I like the Shinsuke Nakamura spot. That entrance alone got me more hype than fucking Hype Boy Mojo Rawley ever does. So yeah, give me some more of that. Give me some more of that. That's my s'more moment of the night, is give me some more of Shinsuke Nakamura, his entrance, the violin, everything. It was just poetry in motion. He didn't even have to do anything. The violin, the crowd, Nakamura, fuck yes, it's about time. S'more, please. The thing is, though, Shinsuke just came down to the ring for nothing. Nothing other than to just say, hey, I'm arrived. I'm here. Okay, I guess. But I'm just fucking happy Nakamura's on the main roster. And he's on the same show as Styles. Can we get a Styles-Nakamura little rematch action, maybe? Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully what we don't get is more of what followed. Another fucking Dean Ambrose Baron Corbin match for no goddamn reason. Wasn't even a title match. If suffering through the pre-show at WrestleMania wasn't torture enough for fans, we now have to sit through this horseshit one more time because we get a rematch. And this time it's street fight rules. But like I said, the title isn't up on the line, so what the fuck does it even matter? Baron Corbin won, but it was the same old fucking shit. Why? He wins in a non-title match, congratulations. Now win in an actual title match. Or is this what we're doing? We're going to be feuding until SummerSlam between these two and make it like a cage match or an Ambrose Asylum. Fuck off. Ooh, instead of an Ambrose Asylum, can we have a Corbin cage? Can we have a Corbin cage match? Instead of the Ambrose Asylum, call it a Corbin cage. I like it. Fuck off. Fucking why? And then the show turned. It went from, it's okay, to, this is good. This is good entertainment. Because Shane McMahon came down and addressed the universe about the upcoming Superstar Shakedown. It's basically the redraft is all it is. It's in the works. Some may stay, some may go. It may just be a complete roster redo. I've heard rumors that all the top talent's going to Raw. Mid-carders are going to Smackdown, developmental still at NXT, and then with the 205 Live, I think they said something about a European segment. I don't really know how that's going to work unless they extend the time on the cruiserweights. But if they extend the time, then they're going to have to develop in tag team belts. Do you do tag team belts for European cruiserweight separate? Do you do them together? Do you keep all of your European competitors under the 205 weight limit? That way they meet the criteria of actually being in the cruiserweights. There's so many questions that I have and so little answers, but that's why we tune in each and every week. That's why we watch, is to get those questions answered. And then AJ Styles came down, interrupted Shane McMahon. And, yeah, that was good. Well, Styles must have actually caught a real tater last night in the match, or Sunday night in the match, because, fuck, what a black eye. That wasn't makeup. That was a legit black eye, I believe. Styles goes off on the mic, and it was such a good segment. So good. It worked the whole mutual respect thing. Game recognizes game. That iconic handshake between Styles and Shane. Plus, you know, it's Styles. Smackdown is the show that Styles built. Because ever since he has been put on SmackDown Live has been the show to watch week in and week out. Better in-ring performances, better promos, not as long, not as many spots to just time fill, because that extra hour really eats up on Raw. 205 Live could use an extra hour, NXT the same thing. Why not make just every show 2 hours? That would hold me over. It would do a lot better than having to sit through that fuck fest that is the 3 hours of Raw, because that last hour just kicks my ass. Yeah, between Styles and Shane, it was a great fucking promo, because Styles really built SmackDown Live. Ever since this brand split and the draft, SmackDown continues to be the show to watch, and you can thank Styles for that. The whole segment may have been short, but it was fucking effective. It was fucking effective. Great spot between those two. The mutual respect, game recognizes game. I enjoyed that. Up next was the main event time. So yeah, this matchup, the one that I hinted at earlier. Get used to this shit, because this is the crap that we're going to have to look forward to for about the next, 3-4 months, is so many tag team matchups in this Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt feud. It's Randy Orton and Luke Harper, I guess, versus Eric Rowan and Bray Wyatt. Shit match. Well, let me take that back. I guess it was okay. It got its point across, and it was effective, and it did what it was supposed to do. But there was nothing special. There was nothing great there. Randy Orton and Luke Harper end up winning. RKO on Eric Rowan for the pin. I just don't understand why these guys are friends now. I don't get how they can go from hating each other to liking each other. Unless Luke Harper understands. As it fucking starts raining, really? I can't record a podcast without it raining, ruining it. Alright, well, it's about done, so I'm just gonna keep going, because that whole segment's fucking confusing. My what about me, what about Raven missing superstar of the night is the entire goddamn tag team division. Usos win the gold 2 weeks ago, nothing since. What the actual fuck? No Usos, no American Alpha, no Breezango, nothing. What the fuck? Just keep burying the entire division. Fuck, where's Teddy Long and his love for tag team matches when you really need him? I get the need to introduce new talents and further develop storylines and feuds, but to bury champions and the entire locker room of stars in the tag team division, it makes no fucking sense. Why? My overall feel of the show was that of a positive outlook. The superstar shakeup thing, it's going to change the entire landscape of the WWE. So any feuds that we have right now may be non-existent in a couple weeks' time. A lot of the great moments came a lot of great moments came out of this week. The Shane and Styles sharing mutual respect. Dillinger getting the call up. And who could forget the fucking Nakamura entrance? Yeah, there was some good, but also there was some useless shit in there too. Like the Baron Corbin-Dean Ambrose match. And that waste of breath that is Mojo Rawley's segment. But overall, I'd give the show a B+. Good show, but fuck, it's raining! Oh well, I'll get through it. That fucking crowd made it a lot more. It made it a lot more enjoyable than it could have been. I love me some rambunctious audience member. When they interact, it just makes me miss the Attitude Era even more. Oh hell, why not give the show an A-? So not too shabby, SmackDown. Not too shabby at all. Here's hoping 205 Live and NXT continues and follows the main roster's footsteps of being damn good shows this week. So yeah, that's about all today. Sorry for the fucking how bad it sounds. There's not a whole lot I can do. I'll be back in Secondhand Studios next week. I thank you guys for always tuning in. If you listen, if you download, whatever you do, I appreciate it. Find me at all the normal places. SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, of course, Spreaker. And yeah, Weed on Wrestling. Hit me up on Twitter, Weed on Wrestling. That's about all I have for today. So, you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other out there. What do you say we get the fuck out of here? Alright, yo. Peace!